Yesterday, our Minnesota Vikings took down a very familiar face, Kirk Cousins. Remember during this offseason, we were all mulling the decision of, do we keep Kirk? Do we move on from Kirk? We know we're going to draft a quarterback. What is going to happen? Well, ultimately, Kirk Cousins decides to walk away from the Minnesota Vikings and go over to the Atlanta Falcons, signing a massive, 3-year or 4-year, whatever it was, $110 million deal, right? Well, that deal seems to be biting the Atlanta Falcons in the butt. And hey, it seems as if the Minnesota Vikings made the right decision on just parting ways, moving on from Kirk Cousins. So let's get right into it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partner, Green Gridiron. If you want one of these mini helmets, they have the NFL, they have college, they have fully customizable helmets. They have the actual replicas that you could wear on a football field. Green Gridiron is the place for you. All you have to do is hit the link I have pinned in the comments section, or it's in the description, and use promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a small discount on your purchase. Also, if they already have a deal going on, like a 10% off, 20% off, 30% off, something like that, you can actually stack the promo code on top of that to receive an additional percentage off your purchase. Green Gridiron is the place for you if you're looking for, maybe a holiday present, something like that, or if you just want something for yourself. These mini helmets, full-size replica, whatever you want, NFL, college, they have it. Make sure to check out our affiliate partner, Green Gridiron. So, seems like we made the right decision. Moving on from Kirk Cousins, now we got Sammy Dimes, right? We got Sammy Dimes, we got Danny Dimes, we got, Brett Rippon in the backfield, but we also have J.J. McCarthy. It seems like we made the right decision, right? Especially after Sam Darnold just had a 5-touchdown day just yesterday. So, teams, hold on to quarterbacks too long, even if they probably know it's a bad idea. The fear of the unknown at quarterback leads to poor decisions. Too often, franchises believe it's better to have a proven mediocre quarterback than gamble on a new one and end up with utter incompetence. Bottoming out at quarterback gets head coaches and general managers fired. Plus, we already know Kirk Cousins was coming off an Achilles injury. We probably didn't want to pay him all the money that Atlanta wanted to pay him, right? But that's why the Minnesota Vikings offseason was unusual. It was a reason everyone gave up on them. The Vikings moved on from Kirk Cousins, reportedly refusing to increase their offer to their quarterback of 6 seasons. The Atlanta Falcons, came in with a better offer, leaving the Vikings without a quarterback at all. The 2024 Vikings story might not change how teams approach rapidly aging or average quarterbacks. I wouldn't even say Kirk Cousins is average. Maybe this season he is, but he was balling out for us, right? But their path shows that a team doesn't have to settle for a less than ideal option just because they're worried about what might happen next. The Vikings saw firsthand in a 42-21 win over the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday that they made the right decision. Cousins' slump continued on Sunday. He threw 2 interceptions, giving him no touchdowns and 8 interceptions in his past 4 games as the Falcons hold on to first place in the NFC South continues to slip away. Cousins looks like a shell of what he was at age 36, coming off an Achilles injury. It's not looking good for Kirk Cousins over there. I mean, we're hearing Penix chants from the Atlanta Falcons fans, right? That's not to say the Vikings are geniuses. They try to get Cousins back, after all, but they refused to overpay Cousins when they knew it would be a mistake, should be commended. But not many teams would make that same decision. Most teams would give out a blank check and pray for better results, like the Atlanta Falcons did, kind of putting all their chips into the Kirk Cousins tank, right? It's not panning out right now. Meanwhile, Sam Darnold, Sammy Dimes, was signed on a 1-year deal by the Vikings, and he has been a revelation. Darnold became the season-long starter when a first-round draft pick J.J. McCarthy suffered a preseason knee injury, and he has been far better than Cousins this season. I would also state there was no way J.J. McCarthy was going to start at the beginning of the season. It was always Sam Darnold's team to begin with. It was his job. He was going to be the starter. There's a reason we signed him to a 1-year deal, to come in here, show the rookie how it's done for maybe a couple weeks, and then J.J. McCarthy takes over, unless we see that Sam Darnold was, balling out, which he was the first 5 weeks. I believe we started 5-0, that's just how I look at it. But meanwhile, Sam Darnold was signed on a 1-year deal. We already got to that, Darnold was fantastic on Sunday. He threw for a season high, or a career high, I should say, 347 yards and a career best 5 touchdowns. He completed 16 of 18 passes for 250 yards in the second half alone. We scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, 21 unanswered points in the fourth quarter, Other than a brief midseason bout with turnovers, Darnold has had a phenomenal year and is a big reason the Vikings are a shocking 11-2. I would say it's shocking. Some of you guys might not say that. I had us 8-9 at the beginning of the season. Just looking at it realistically, maybe there's a chance we could finish 9-8, maybe squeak into the playoffs. But this is something that I don't think I seen it. I definitely know I didn't see. Maybe some of you guys didn't think was going to be the case either. But we're 11-2. Keep moving on, right? Keep winning ball games. That's what we like to see. And the Vikings trusted their coaching staff to get more out of their next quarterback than overpaying Cousins, and they were right. Now the Falcons are stuck with a Cousins bill, and it's not cheap. I think it's $110 million over the next couple of years or something like that. There's a reason they drafted Penix over at number 8 overall in the draft. Everyone was mind blown over that decision. Even I was, but maybe they seen something that we didn't. But then it raises the question, why do you pay Kirk Cousins $110 million over the next couple of years? Doesn't make any sense. I don't think they seen Cousins having these types of performances, especially no touchdowns, 8 interceptions over the last 4 games. Just, it's not like him, but it seems as if the Minnesota Vikings made the right decision. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.